There has rarely been a child whose life has been so publicly scrutinized as Natalia Grace's. The Ukrainian adoptee, born with a rare form of dwarfism, became the center of a media storm after her adoptive parents, Kristine and Mark Barnett, convinced a court to legally change her age from 8 to 22, effectively abandoning her to fend for herself. Years later, the Barnetts faced criminal charges of neglect, though Mark was acquitted and charges against Kristine were dropped. In 2023, Natalia's true birth year of 2003 was legally restored following extensive DNA testing. Her story is undeniably sensational, but it's also one of profound tragedy and exploitation. Now, Hulu's fictionalized drama Good American Family attempts to retell Natalia's story, but it does so with the same sensationalism and lack of nuance that has plagued her life for over a decade. The series, starring Ellen Pompeo and Mark Duplass as the Barnetts and Imogen Faith Reed as Natalia, spans 8 episodes, splitting its narrative between the Barnetts' perspective and Natalia's. The first half paints Natalia as a manipulative sociopath, echoing the horror film Orphan, while the second half portrays her as a victim of abuse and systemic failure. This contradictory approach leaves viewers with more confusion than clarity, as the show tries to have it both ways without offering any meaningful insight. The series' structure is messy, and its handling of such a sensitive story feels careless. While the actors deliver committed performances, Reed is a standout, Pompeo embodies Kristine's delusional cruelty, and Duplass captures Mark's ineptitude. Their efforts can't salvage the show's lack of narrative coherence. Christina Hendricks, appearing in the latter half as Natalia's unofficial guardian, brings warmth to an otherwise bleak story, but even her presence can't distract from the show's exploitative tone. What's most frustrating about Good American Family is its failure to acknowledge the immutable truth at the heart of Natalia's story. She was a child. Regardless of the Barnett's allegations, she was a child when they abandoned her. Children with behavioral issues exist everywhere, yet we don't strip them of their childhood or leave them to live alone. The series, like much of the public discourse surrounding Natalia, perpetuates the harmful idea that she was somehow complicit in her own suffering. In our cultural obsession with true crime, we often forget the human cost of these stories. Natalia Grace's life has been dissected, debated, and dramatized to the point of exhaustion. Good American Family adds nothing new to the conversation. Instead, it rehashes the same sensationalism that has haunted her for years. Some stories are better left untold, and this is one of them. Natalia's tragedy deserves more than to be reduced to entertainment. It deserves dignity, and that's something this series fails to provide.